Blog Talk Radio.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another edition of the Happy Hour edition of our podcast. We're so glad you're joining here with us. I am C. Compton. Joining beside me is Brandon, Jose. Our dear old friend Jacob is not going to be here with us this evening, and our other friend Cody is after what you saw Sunday's game between the Colts and Cowboys. You can understand how come that he's a little bit out right now. We're just waiting until he's sober to join back into the bar.
Fuck. Where the hell?
Hold off on that, Cody. We'll get to football. We'll get to football later. You just sleep off your hangover. You just sleep off your hangover. We'll come back to you when it's football time.
Bartender, get this man some water quickly, please.
I have a severe hangover from Sunday. This is how much a Colts fan is, folks. It's not the best.
Yeah, we'll let you air out your grievances when we get to the NFL. Gentlemen, let's talk about what's going on with the World Cup so far. We're into the round.
Oh, my
God.
Well, first things first, right?
Quarterfinals.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we have reached the quarterfinals. They're set for Friday and Saturday, since today and tomorrow it's basically a 48-hour break of relief, so we could all calm down, get our bearings, and then see what we got up ahead. But
we got up ahead
against
the Netherlands and Argentina.
Yeah, I was about to say, now, gentlemen, before we do, we first got to tip our hat to our boys in blue. I mean, it was a great run. They got to the round of 16. Unfortunately, that was as far as they can go as they lost to the Dutch. 3-2.
The Netherlands.
So, I think that you gotta give our team credit. I mean, they played their best out. They played their best out there against some very stiff and tough competition. So,
funny enough, when the group plays were announced on which countries are going to be in it, I just knew from the outset out of Group B that England and the U.S. is going to make it out of there.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And I do believe in 2026, the World Cup is coming to North America.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
So they could probably use this as a learning experience to get them ready to probably make a deep run into World Cup 2026, where there is a possibility that they could win it on their own home soil. So it can happen.
Yeah, we'll see.
Mm-hmm. Now, as we have brought up, we do got the quarterfinals. They're gonna get started Friday. We got the Netherlands and Argentina. Argentina beat Australia 2-1 over the weekend. And also over the weekend, we saw Croatia defeat Japan in penalty kicks 3-1. So Croatia advanced to the quarterfinals, where awaiting them is Brazil. Brazil defeated South Korea 4-1. That game wasn't even close.
No.
I got another call in. Let me go ahead and bring them into the bar. Let me go ahead and bring them on in. Bring it into the bar, gentlemen.
Yeah, I'll be back on the rocks.
Damn it.
Got you this time, didn't I?
Have a seat, Louis. Welcome.
Will we ignore the broken beer bottles?
Oh, it happened again? Oh, boy.
Yeah.
We'll
get to the NFL in a few. Hold on.
I'll get the bottle.
The NBA, too.
But Croatia beat Brazil. Croatia and Brazil, they're playing Saturday. They're playing in the first game Saturday.
Actually,
Friday.
Yeah.
They're playing in the first game Friday, and following that game is the Netherlands and Argentina.
That's right.
Now,
it's going to be good.
Yeah.
Now,
another one's going to be good to look out for is on the Saturday. We have Morocco and Portugal. And then coming up after that, we have England and France.
Well, first of all, Morocco and Spain, they played a classic over the weekend.
But
went to
when it comes to penalties, nope.
I said went to penalty kicks, and Morocco won 3-0. Portugal just beat Switzerland up, down, side, 6-1.
They made Swiss cheese out of them, that's for sure.
Oh, man.
You can say that defense is made out of Swiss cheese just considering there's so many holes in there. So.
There's a lot of holes in that.
Yeah, so Saturday, England's going to play against France.
Oh, boy.
That's going to be a good one. That is going to be a really good one between England
Is that the first or second game?
That's the second game. Saturday.
For my show. Okay.
Yeah, they're going to follow Morocco and Portugal. So
the second game before my show begins.
Yes, and I'm the first one to tell you guys, these round of 8 matchups is a doozy. And as we head into the final stretch, that is true. But we're heading to the final stretch of the World Cup. We're down to 8. And pretty soon we'll be down to 4, and then we'll be down to 2 as they play for the World Cup Championship.
And let's not forget the 2 losers of the semi gets to face off for 3rd place.
Yeah, but Brandon, to be fair, no one cares about the 3rd place game. Just saying.
It's all about the big. It's all about the big show. That's about it.
Yeah, because no one cares about 3rd place.
No.
First
is
the
worst,
second is the best, third is the one with the hairy chest.
Oh, shut up.
Okay, you're cut off, Jose. I think switching gears and. Boy, I tell you guys what, in baseball, 'tis the season for big money. And I mean really big.
I mean, can you spread some of that around, people?
Oh, man. I mean, first of all, let's mourn for the loss of John Heyman's dignity. Because this guy went on Twitter, he said, Aaron Judge is going to the Giants. And
that's what you get for opening up the can of worms too early.
But the story has indeed came out. Aaron Judge has signed a 9-year, $360 million deal with the New York Yankees.
Staying where he is.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm not gonna lie. It's definitely this is the type of situation for the Yankees that they're comfortable with, because you basically re-signed your ace, that being Aaron Judge. The question is, are you going to sign more? Are you going to sign a few more players, or are you just going to wait to get your turn in the Rule 5 draft?
It's funny you mention about signing other players, because the Yankees, along with that, signed one of their original pitchers, Tommy Canley, for 2 years.
Well, I think it's in it too soon. Aaron Judge has pretty much made it clear. He sent a message out there. He said, I got so much money, I'm going to make it rain in this bitch.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
God damn it. Money.
Yeah, you knew that was going to happen.
Secondly.
Deposit. Hold on. Here's the thing. Sure, money talks, but can you walk it?
No.
I think,
considering that Aaron Judge was talking about, you know he would.
No. They ain't a shadow of a doubt that this man can walk it. Look at last season. Look what he got. Like over 60 home runs, like 64 home runs.
62.
In a regular season. Like, see if he can make a stack.
That is true.
If you get that good, congratulations. You're over me.
I do believe with all this going on, by the Yankees during the offseason. I think it's pretty clear it's World Series or bust for this team.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you can't always have
To me,
that.
I
It's
feel like
a
it's
9-year
bust.
deal. I don't think it's going to be 9 years of going to the World Series. So I think we can, say it can't be World Series or bust.
Also, Ray just posted this on Discord. I'll pronounce this right. Masataka Yoshida is going to the Boston Red Sox. And it's a 5-year, they say it's 5 years, and it's more than $85 million. Also, we know Justin Verlander is going with the Mets. So
Yeah, 2 years,
Whoopee.
about $86 million, what I heard. And they're not done signing people. They got a lefty pitcher, Jose Quintana, for 2 years.
absolutely. Like I said, these owners are opening up their checkbooks, basically, because we often say that there is no salary cap in baseball. Now, let's also see if these owners learn from the Alex Rodriguez mistake. Where the Texas Rangers signed him to a big contract, but they failed to add the pieces around him to make them competitive. Let's see if the owner learns from that mistake.
Something tells me they're not going to learn, because you know what's the one thing that most sports teams do? They throw shit at the wall and see what sticks. And that pisses me off, because if you don't play accordingly and you just throw everything at the wall to see, like, let's see which one works. And you look at it from the outside.
Like throwing spaghetti to the wall and see if the spaghetti will stick.
Basically. Except it's with every freaking thing.
Oh, yeah.
That pisses me off.
And they also got Zach Green and Wolf 5 draft, and they traded away one of the prospects for a left reliever in Rayleigh to the Mets. So, they're right.
Like I said,
and World Series or bust. That's the Mets' thing.
Yeah, and I think that basically, especially, we've been wondering how soon the temperature's going to heat up in the baseball off season. Well, we've seen it. Aaron Judge, the biggest fish in the pond, biggest contract he saw. So, more power to him. And, I got to give Hal Steinbrenner credit. He first of all, he re-signed Brian Cashman to another contract. So, Brian Cashman is still going to be the Yankees general manager. So, and I think that basically with the Yankees, like I said, you still got the Astros out there. I mean, no,
Astros make it competitive. You know what? I don't blame the Yankees for getting back Brian Cashman.
Now,
well, here's the
Phillies,
thing.
what was I say? The Phillies, they've been keeping busy themselves.
No kidding.
Yeah, so I think I know they recently signed someone to go along with Bryce Harper.
They got Taiwan Walker. And they're nearing a deal with Matt Strom.
And I know Josh Bell landed somewhere. But this has been inactive, huh?
And let's not forget one other thing. Trey Turner.
So, needless to say,
300 plus, Jesus.
Man, like I said, needless to say, the off season, temperature is picking up. In the free agency market, we're gonna see a lot of players probably might get ready to sign some big contracts coming in the MLB. So that is really, really something to look at and really something to look forward to. And like I said, that's these teams they're building to get ready for next season. And possibly, is it possible that the Astros going to repeat? That's a question mark. Are the Braves
due to all
the
sorry to cut you off, Carter, but due to all the moving parts they have, due to Yordan, Altuve, and who's the other third person?
Verlander. Oh, Verlander.
Well, I think that.
Sorry about that. But as I said, with Altuve, Don Alvarez, and whoever the third person was, they're a dangerous trio. I'm not gonna lie. Not to mention the other. They're basically like they're basically like a well-oiled machine, basically, like one of those oil pumps that you see out in those oil fields. That's the Astros in a nutshell.
Yeah.
Well organized, perfect in place.
Absolutely. Now, let's shift gears, gentlemen, and let's go to college football. Before we hit the NFL, let's go to college football first. Because
you want to talk about the NBA this week?
Hold on for that. There's only one game in college football. That's Army versus Navy in Philadelphia. But
the granddaddy of all.
Let me get through. Because we got the 4 college football playoff teams figured out, decided. And I got to be the first one to tell you, I think the committee got it right. Georgia's number 1. Michigan is number 2. Number 3 is TCU. Even though TCU, they lost over the weekend to Kansas State in the Big 12 championship game. But TCU, they're going to the playoff. And number 4 is Ohio State. So those are your 4 playoff teams. And I think that, like I said, I think the committee got it right, in my honest opinion.
So do you think that the Crimson Tide's magic has run out?
Well, Jose, every team, a school every now and then has to have a hiccup. It has to have a season which they have to suck. I mean, it's bound to happen.
The mighty can fall.
It's bound to happen. Now, Alabama, is this the end of the magic at Alabama? I really don't think so. I don't think it's the end of the magic. Not as long as Nick Saban is walking up and down those sidelines. I don't think it's the end. But I think the handwriting is definitely on the wall. Alabama got to go back out. Just rebuild. I mean, Alabama, they're going to the I'll make sure I got the bowl game right. Alabama is going to the Sugar Bowl. They're going to the Sugar Bowl to play against Kansas State. So, but
and then there's the Mayo Bowl.
Well, I get to the Mayo Bowl in a minute, Cody. Hold on.
Hold the Mayo.
Now, this is what we got in the semifinal. In the Fiesta Bowl, we got TCU and Michigan. They're playing in the Fiesta Bowl. And Ohio State and Georgia, they're playing in the Peach Bowl. And the winner of those 2 bowl games are going to play for the national championship over at SoFi Stadium over in Los Angeles. So that's going to be most intriguing. Now, as Cody brought up, we do have the Duke's Mayo Bowl between Maryland and NC State. Now, this bowl is infamous. I explained to you how come this bowl is
situation.
Yeah. Let me say how come this bowl is infamous. This bowl is infamous because last year, the commentators were dunking Oreo cookies in a jar of mayonnaise.
Which is nasty and a criminal and a crime.
And to add insult to
Miguel,
injury,
anything to say about that?
Yeah, that's what I said. To add insult to injury, the winning head coach has to be dunked in mayonnaise.
Oh no!
Unfortunately, last year's head coach, the team tried to dunk the mayonnaise over his head, but I think the container which they had the mayonnaise in bumped his head, and he might have suffered a concussion. Big old jar of mayonnaise. And
even if you want, here's the thing. Even if you win, you still lose. So what's the point?
Yeah, so, not too many people are looking forward to this Mayo Bowl between Maryland and NC State. It's gonna get that.
Rename the Mayo Bowl to the Ice Cream Bowl. Boom! Instant success.
Instant win, and the winner has to be dunked in chocolate syrup.
No. Don't get chocolate syrup and all the toppings.
Now,
yes.
Sticking to college football, I want to talk about this. So, may I have the floor?
Go ahead, Carter.
Because I want to talk about what's going on with Deion Sanders. As well as some of you guys know, Deion Sanders has accepted the head coaching job at Colorado. So, he's leaving Jackson State and he's going to Colorado to be their head coach. Now, I've heard numerous people on Twitter, Facebook, bitching and moaning that calling him a sellout. He should stay. He should have done this. I got a question. If you was offered that much money the same way that Colorado was offering Deion Sanders, be honest with yourself, would you turn that down?
No.
And honestly, and you know what, Deion Sanders, what he did, he put not just Jackson State, but other HBCUs on the map and speaking up for their cause, speaking up of why we should support their school and why they need all the support. In fact, he donated half of his salary to Jackson State so Jackson State could improve the football field, improve the athletic department, improve the football, improve the football team. So, as a person who stays here in the state of Mississippi, I'm not angry, I'm not mad, I'm not bitter. And I wish Deion Sanders all the luck and the best of the world because, he's gone from big fish in small pond to small fish in big pond because the Pac-12 is no joke.
No.
If he thinks playing against teams like Grambling State and Southern is hard, wait, he plays against teams like USC, UCLA, well, as long as they're in the Pac-12, Utah, and Washington and Washington State, Oregon State on a regular basis. You'll see how tough it really is in the Pac-12. So that's all I got to say. But let's shift gears to the NFL. And, Cody, we got to talk about what happened Sunday night.
We're really not going to talk about the NBA this time?
We'll hold off on the NBA till later. But we got to talk about what happened in the NFL. And something tells me you're going to need a lot of Jack Daniels, especially what happened Sunday night. When the Colts and the Cowboys did battle. And I mean, boy, the fourth quarter was ugly.
The start was pretty good. I said on Discord, I don't need to drink in the first 3 quarters, but then when the fourth started, everything crashed down.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's like as if the Colts' asses were hanging a vacancy sign, and the Cowboys' boots were looking for room.
I thought the Jacksonville Jaguars versus the Lions game was a slaughter. Cowboys just said, hold our Hennessy.
That was ugly in itself. There was a lot of necrophilia games over the weekend. Not to mention the fact that was a game in which it ended in a 20-20 tie. I mean, it was the football team and the Giants ended in a 20-20 tie. Most people scratching their
Commanders,
heads.
Welcome to my club. You're joining the Colts Texans. Just join the table.
They all walked in with white hats and nice ties and dressed up all very nicely, getting ready to put on the Ritz.
Speaking of ugly,
it was just that bad. Now these two teams, they're gonna play again in a couple of weeks. So,
I'm happy the Colts have an off week, so I can actually just have a good weekend to just calm myself down after the Sunday massacre.
Mm-hmm. Now,
speaking of ugly, mind if I take the floor, Carter?
Yeah, go ahead, because something tells me both of us were going in the same direction.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Jose's Corner. Broncos country, let's die.
Yes, it is time. Yes, Broncos country. It's time for all of you to get your drinks out of your liquor cabinets because it's time for you to drink all of it away.
Oh.
You scored 3 field goals in 3 quarters. And sure, the Ravens were willing to play ball in the second quarter. The fourth quarter.
And then a Ravens player got injured.
Hold on,
yeah, that
Cody.
was Lamar
Hold on,
Jackson.
Cody.
Yeah, that was Lamar Jackson, sadly. But in the fourth quarter, they scored a touchdown on you while Lamar Jackson was injured with Tyler Huntley.
Mm-hmm.
How proud are you?
You know, at some point, I mean, you have to wonder. I mean, I know we said enough about Nathaniel Hackett to keep our heads spinning. But now you got to wonder about Russell Wilson. And you have to wonder about what in the world's going on here. And this is the Broncos organization as a whole. You lost to a team without Lamar Jackson. You lost 10-9. You can only score 9 points. It's almost like this. What? 20 points is a sentence of death to you? I mean, you can't score 20. I mean, that's how you going to a bar and you failed to score. I mean, that's how bad that was.
Speaking of the Broncos, oh crap, my headphone here. Shit, no, hold on. I got a point.
Well,
there we go, much better. Speaking of Russell Wilson, he asked the Denver Brass to return because he wants to return his $250 million contract to Denver to find some talent.
Oh God!
I think I know what you're talking about. That article that was posted on Discord.
Yeah. In Discord, somebody on.
You could tell how much he doesn't like Russell Wilson because he nicknamed him Dangerous.
And somebody on Twitter somebody on Twitter made Wilson fucking Santa Claus. We're not riding your sleigh, you piece of shit.
Oh God!
Well,
speaking of Russell Wilson, that's what I said. Speaking of that, we know that it was said on Twitter. I think it was yesterday. It was said on Twitter yesterday that Broncos Rams is going to be simulcast on Christmas. I think on Christmas Day.
Yes.
On both CBS and Nickelodeon.
Oh my God!
Sorry for this one.
What a Cole stocking stuffer.
Oh God! Yeah. The kids do not want to see a tank bowl on Christmas. That is the worst thing.
Well, all I gotta say is this.
No.
All I gotta say is this. Merry Christmas, boys and girls. You're getting a tank bowl.
Tank bowl.
Yeah.
Because first of all, and I'm about to let Jose have the floor one more time.
Because there's a game on the 26th that may be a tank bowl.
Hold on, Cody, hold on. I know you're trying to jump the gun, but hold on. Now, I think that what happened with the Rams, and boy, the Rams are just having a season they want to forget.
Hold on.
They're having a season in which they want to forget. And another team that's having a season they will want to forget, and we're about to speak to them later on is San Fran. But we're talking about the Rams right now. Now, first of all, the Carolina Panthers told Baker Mayfield, hit the bricks. They waived him.
And everyone,
which tells me they are the Panthers are rebuilding. They're basically rebuilding at this point. You already traded away CMC. Now you just traded away Baker Mayfield.
Everyone assumed he was going to go to the 49ers, including myself, because of Jimmy G getting injured. But no.
Yeah, he broke his foot.
Yeah, he broke his foot, and he's going to be. But they're saying that they hope that he'll be back for the playoffs. I doubt it. Don't put your hopes up, but anything can happen. But since Mayfield was on waivers, the Rams, picked him up, and they picked him to be on their team. Now, Jose, you want to discuss this a little bit further. So the floor is yours.
All right. Well, let's start all the way to the Carolina Panthers, shall we?
Mm-hmm.
They fired Baker Mayfield.
Yep.
And who has their eye on them? The Los Angeles Rams. Now, if they do sign them, they only got 4 weeks left, so they're not going to turn this around. Not that I know of, at least. No, they can't. They're not going to turn this around because then they would be 7-9.
But they got 5 more weeks left to go. They got 5 more weeks left to go, Jose.
Yeah.
5. Remember, it's a 17-game season.
And also, Baker was at practice today.
And honestly, and I'll be the first one to say, this has been a season in which the Rams would love to forget. I don't think we have ever seen a team that has won the Super Bowl one year and failed to make the playoffs the next. That hasn't happened in years.
Right.
Think back since Tampa Bay won their first Super Bowl against the Oakland Raiders. And then the following season, neither team made the playoffs the following season. So I forgot what year that was. But it's a very serious problem. I'm pretty sure the Rams are pretty much the walking dead because everyone's out, everyone's injured. Matthew Stafford, he's probably done for the rest of the season. We know Cooper Kupp is done; he's out. Now Aaron Donald's gonna be out for a while. So basically, who's left? I mean, that's a serious question.
Don't know.
They're 3-9 right now. They're 3-9, and
Speaking of records, there are some people that need to pay our respect to that are not going to be on the playoffs.
Oh yes, that's right. That's right. Speaking of that, I'm glad that you brought that up because usually by this time of year, when a team doesn't make the playoffs, we know what it's time for.
Yeah.
It's time for our daily playoff grade.
Bring out your dead! Bring out your dead!
Now, over the weekend, First of all, Houston lost to Cleveland in Deshaun Watson's first game back in the NFL, and it happened in Houston, of all places.
Yeah.
And Deshaun got a mixed reaction.
And some were cheering because they knew that it was Deshaun Watson that pretty much made the Texans competitive as possible. Deshaun Watson and DeAndre Hopkins before Bill O'Brien pretty much traded away the farm. But after the Browns defeated the Texans were eliminated from playoff contention. Well, we knew they wasn't going to go to the playoffs anyway, so they're just tanking for tank's sake. So
that's the reason why Treed made these grades for the two teams. Here lies Houston, the tanks.
I haven't reached the second team yet, Cody. Hold on to your horses. Even though I know that your horses are dead at this point, but hold on to them. Now, Chicago and Green Bay played against each other too, and now
you know what's gonna happen.
As I say, there are 3 certainties in life: death, taxes, and Aaron Rodgers owning the Chicago Bears.
We almost had a glimmer of hope that the Bears would actually just end the streak, but Aaron Rodgers said, "Hold my beer and my kids."
Yeah.
Yeah, somehow, Aaron Rodgers put out another victory from his backside. And as a result, the Chicago Bears are eliminated from playoff contention. And I like what Tree said.
The mercy season is over.
Yeah, as I said, I like what Tree said on his tombstone, on the Bears tombstone. Get Justin Fields some help. That poor guy is going to die back there in that backfield.
Yeah.
Basically he's running the football. Even though he's the quarterback, he's running the football because they don't have a line. I mean,
for one, I said this, but I got a bad feeling Broncos and the Colts are going to join the Bears and the Texans next because how much crap they've had to deal with.
Well, here's the thing.
They'll be joining that graveyard soon. Now.
Colts are expected.
Now.
There are some season-ending injuries.
Yeah.
Well, hold on about the injuries, Cody. Hold on, Cody. You're jumping again. Hold on. Now, there's one game in particular. This happened Monday night. And I kind of feel bad for Jacob, so I got to ask this question. Tampa Bay in the fourth quarter, second half of the fourth quarter, came back from the dead and beat the New Orleans Saints 17-16. So, now, I didn't see the game because I was asleep. But, Rob knocked me out Monday night. But here's the thing. I got a question. Did Tampa Bay come back and win, or did the New Orleans Saints choke?
I don't know.
It's a mixture of both.
I was about to say I was gonna say that it's probably a mixture of both variables for some fucking reason. Because there's no way you can have the Buccaneers win thanks to Tom Brady and have the New Orleans Saints just crumble right in front of them.
Right.
I think
at the same fucking time.
Yeah, I was about to say. Now I saw this. I think Chester Adonis had on his video, and Tree brought it up on his sports ball. What kind of defense was the Saints playing down the stretch?
Atlanta Falcons 2015.
Because if they were playing prevent defense, that was a bad decision.
They're probably copying
like that against Tom Brady.
They're probably copy and pasted Hackett's homework. They're probably copy and pasted Hackett's homework for the Broncos and be like, "Good, this defense looks good. Let's use these against the fucking Bucs." No, look what I got you, bub.
Yeah.
That's sad but true.
And yes, I will keep burying the Broncos until they're eliminated.
Don't worry. Give it time. It's gonna happen. Now we know Thursday coming up. We do have the Raiders and the Rams coming up on Thursday. And
we do.
That's gonna be a tank ball on Prime.
Yeah, Prime Video. I'll be the first one to say. I think Amazon's beginning to regret that deal. I mean, they asked for it, so I'm pretty sure they're beginning to regret
this season, any Prime Thursday night games have either been good or shit.
Really happy
tough to say. I'm gonna be honest.
Now you're in luck, Cody, because Indianapolis is on a bye this week.
Yeah, and I was gonna say that the day after Christmas, you might want to bring out the tank ball team again because the Go Chargers Go will take on the Colts on the 26th.
Okay.
No charge.
Cody, you need to learn the meaning of the word tank bowl.
The Colts are tank bowl this season. What are you talking about?
We'll
and then
the
the Bills got a game this weekend, but they won't have their Von Miller because he's out.
Yeah, Von Miller. I have to say, I'm losing my train of thought. Sean McDermott, the head coach of the Bills, announced that Von Miller had to have surgery on his ACL. So because of that, he's out for the rest of the season. Now,
here's the interesting situation here. You mind if I cut in here for a second? Here's an interesting situation. If the Jets win against the Bills and Dolphins lose to the Chargers, Jets would be in second place because they beat the Dolphins in October. Ain't that a scary sight?
I'm going to say this, and I've been saying this for God knows so long. The NFL needs to fix the turf because we have seen a lot of football careers end because of the field. And it's kind of frustrating. You see a young, promising NFL player, and his career goes down the tube because of the playing field that he's playing on. Jacob brought this up numerous times on our podcast. The NFL needs to have all their fields go to natural grass. I think that, especially if we keep on seeing injuries like this, NFL needs to go to natural grass, and the sooner the better, because we're seeing too many NFL players get injured out there.
Well,
some.
I do got some.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Cody.
There's a lot of stuff that actually happened. One, the Titans fired their GM.
Oh, come on now. Hold on, Cody. Now we all could have seen that coming. Remember, this is the Titans GM that decided it'd be a great idea to trade A.J. Brown to the Philadelphia Eagles. A.J. Brown and the Philadelphia Eagles had their way with the Tennessee Titans over the weekend. And after the game, that was it. That's all. Titans general manager heard the two words of which nobody wants to hear.
Yeah!
Because you could tell, I think there was a power struggle going on.
That's exactly what's
no.
going on there.
No, the Titans were pissed off because A.J. Brown was traded.
Well, hold on, Cody. Hold on for a second. Get in there, Brandon.
From what just snatching from what Hagan just said, it is a power play up there. And that led to John having A.J. Brown as a trade target for Philadelphia to grab. Like, what the hell?
It's the Titans. They will disappoint you in every corner. Just like the New York Mets.
Except the Titans are still first in the fucking standings while the Colts are second.
Yeah. So,
but
I think obviously, steering back the ship a little bit, I think, like I said, there's a power struggle. Like we brought, there's a power struggle going on in Tennessee. So, listen, Mike Verbal, I got up and I'm mispronouncing his name, but he's pretty much going to have more of a say when it comes to the roster. I just hope he doesn't make the same mistake Bill O'Brien made when he was in Houston. I mean, Bill O'Brien pretty much ran the Texans to the effing ground, and they haven't made it up out of that ground yet. So,
boy.
And there's an official update on a former Bills punter. There was a year ago.
No.
There was some news. No criminal charges filed against Matt Arizona and the SDSU football players.
Oh.
Well,
so
that doesn't matter that much right now. His career is just his career is ruined. Because there's still the court of public opinion. So say that to some. I mean, if you're accused of participating in a gang rape, your career is toast at that point.
But they don't have any evidence of it, so what's the point?
Yeah, I mean, but I don't know what to say. Maybe. I mean, I'm all for second chances, so maybe he'll get a second chance somewhere. I don't think it's gonna be in the NFL. I think it's gonna be a second chance, but I don't think it's gonna be in the NFL.
And then Jimmy G was announced by his doctors he will not need surgery. And in a wing string injury, and if rehab goes smoothly, he could have a chance to come back in 8 weeks.
That's remarkable.
Like I said, but the teams on bye this week, the Falcons on the bye this week, the Bears on the bye this week, the Packers on the bye this week, Colts on the bye this week, Saints on the bye this week, and the football team is on the bye this week. So those are your bye weeks. Let's quickly hit the NBA before we close out and get out of here.
We're not going to talk about the game schedule?
Hold off on the game schedule. But Chris Paul is set to be back soon against the Celtics when they play this evening. We got some good games going on right now. on the
Oh, yeah, we
board.
do.
Hey, sure about that? Can I talk about the games that I saw over the weekend?
Go ahead, Cody. Make it quick.
Pacers, you lost to the 119 to 139. You lost to the Trailblazers.
Okay, bartender. That's enough for Cody. Cut him off.
And then we the Pacers. You beat the fucking Warriors.
You're out of here.
But
Anyways.
hold off, Cody. We don't want you to get 86 out of here. But now, we got some good games coming up this evening. We got the Clippers and the Magic. They're playing right now as we speak. It's sound like a football score, but it's 7-0 in the first quarter. Sound like a football score. Clippers leading the Magic 7-0. That sounds like a football score.
Touchdown, Los Angeles.
God damn it.
So we got the Thunder and the Grizzlies. They're playing this evening. We also got the Hornets and the Nets. Kyrie Irving's feeling a little bit light in the pocketbook because I think he lost his shoe deal with Nike. So he's feeling a little bit light in the pocketbook now.
The controversy between Kyrie Irving is still going on.
We got the Hawks and the Knicks. They're playing this evening. In fact, they're playing in about 14 minutes over at MSG. That's gonna be a good game. We also got the Lakers and the Raptors. Lakers managed to turn the season around. They still have a long way to go, but they're 10-13. So that's saying something.
Better than they had been. At least they're winning some road games now too. Oh, boy,
That's true. That's true. We got the Wizards and the Bulls. That's coming up later on this evening. We also got the Kings and the Bucks. That's coming up. That's going to be a good game. We got Cody's Pacers playing against the Timberwolves. Remember, they're still playing without Karl Anthony Townsend. We don't know how long he's going to be out thanks to his injury. So that's going to be an interesting matchup. Pistons are playing against the Pelicans. Pelicans are 15-8 right now. So that's a good start for New Orleans.
Prize of the year so far.
That's a good start for New Orleans.
Talking about a surprise. Look at the Jazz. 14-2. Now
it's 14-12.
The gold. Well, yeah. 14-12. But still, they're going up against the Golden State Warriors at their home turf.
And we also got the Celtics and the Suns. That's the night game on ESPN. Like I said, Chris Paul is supposed to be back playing that game. But there's going to be some great matchups coming up. And like we said, coming up in college football, Saturday it's Army versus Navy. They're playing in Philadelphia. That's a good game. That's going to be a good game. You know, I like it when our two military schools do battle at the end of the season. And, you know, you can't help but to salute them because these are our soldiers, by the way. And, you know, they had a wonderful, you love to see them have a wonderful, collegiate career. And, of course, if you're playing for a military school, you have to, serve a couple of years on the military before you, after you graduate. I think that's the way how it works. I'm not too sure. But it's great to see these students do basketball be great. And after that, then the bowls are coming. Like I said, I'm looking forward.
Yeah.
I really am looking forward to it's going to sound kind of funny, but I am looking forward to the Duke's Mayo Bowl because I want to see if the commentators going to dip their Oreo cookie in the jar of mayonnaise again.
Oh,
no.
Kill someone when they do this. I want to strangle somebody. I really do.
Hold the mayo.
You are not strangling me.
Then don't dip Oreos in mayonnaise, okay?
Before we get out of here, Louis, thank you for joining us tonight. So, and by all means, please tell us how to get on the Enhanced Sports Show.
Simple. All you got to do is, call the number 512-543-4662 from Saturday 4 to 6 p.m. That's when we're on. We got a lot to do. We got to talk about the hot stove report. We'll look at the first part of the bowl game schedule. I'm not going to go over all of them in the in that week because there's a lot to do. We'll check out the candidates for the Heisman Trophy, which is also Saturday. So, might want to tune in that. And, of course, we'll continue on with World Cup soccer and anything else with hockey and basketball coming on. So, these are the last two shows of the season before we take a holiday break. So, if you got time, give a call between 4 and 6 p.m. Saturday on the Enhanced Sports Show.
All right, thank you for joining us, Louie.
Okay.
All right, and gentlemen, I thank you for being here in the bar with me this evening. I've been first going to tell you, we got a lot of stuff to look forward to this weekend. With the World Cup quarterfinals coming up this weekend, we got football, the NFL coming up. We're going to ignore the Tank Bowl that we're going to see Thursday. But there's going to be some great games coming up this weekend. And I don't know about you, but I'm really, really looking forward to this weekend.
Yeah, and we got 3 games.
We got 2 more shows. Speaking of shows, we got 2 more shows that to go because after next week, we're going to have a year-end show where we're going to discuss about, the year in sports. So,
and
then after that, we're going to go on our holiday break and spend time with our families. So that'll be something to look forward to. But that will be something to look forward to. But you know what? We're gonna be back here next week. We got a lot. We're gonna do this again. We're gonna talk about this again. And hopefully
next week we'll have Jacob.
That's what I said. I'm hoping that Jacob will be able to join us here next week. I'm hoping. Of course, my fans are hoping. But you have to keep this in mind. Life happens, and in life you have to make a living. So obviously, but we do hope that Jacob will be able to join us. But ladies and gentlemen, we just want to say thank you for being here with us this evening. But thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedules to being here this evening.
It is last call after all.
For all you VWU Wrestling fans, Horizon will actually be on tonight. We don't know the instincts of that. But for our wrestling fans, hope you can enjoy that. Hope you can enjoy it tonight.
And let's not forget one other thing, and that's hockey. A lot of crazy stuff happened over there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
A lot of stuff to talk about. A lot of games to talk about. There's something really something for us to talk about. We'll discuss it all here on next week's show. But we thank you so much for joining us this evening, ladies and gentlemen. We got to get the heck up on up out of here. We can't go home. We got to get the heck up out of here. So,
yeah.
We thank you so
Come
much
on,
for joining us,
Cody.
ladies and gentlemen.
I'll take you here.
Cody, for Jose, for Brandon, Auntie Carson. Good night, everybody. And we'll see you back here next week. Good night,
yeah. See you later, boys.
I'm taking Cody to his car so he doesn't have to drive it.
Next week.
Come on, Cody. Let's take you to your car.
Wait, what the heck? Wait, why are you taking me?
I'm taking you to your car. Calm down. You're drunk.